Do you remember Kony 2012? It was a huge internet campaign that was launched exactly a year ago. The idea was to tell the world about a war criminal called Joseph Kony in the hope he'd be caught. But in the years since, has anything changed? Sophia travelled to Uganda in Africa to find out.
The next 27 minutes are an experiment. But in order for it to work, you have to pay attention.
More than 120 million people watched this video last year. If they made up a country, it would be the 10th biggest on Earth. It was all about Joseph Kony and the horrible things he and his army have done to children in Uganda.
It's gone viral.
1 million hits per hour.
100 million people have now watched.
Despite all that attention, Joseph Kony hasn't been caught. So does that mean the whole campaign was a failure? I travelled to Uganda to find out. Uganda is an amazing but small country in Africa. It's also very poor. But how do they feel about the campaign that captured the world's attention? I spoke to three men. Patrick from Invisible Children, the group behind the Kony video. James, the director of another charity group working here called CARE, and Rizdel, a Ugandan journalist who's covered this issue for years. For its part, Invisible Children says it's made a lot of progress.
We are committed to ending this thing comprehensively, and that's why we have a presence in northern Uganda to continue to repair and heal the wounds that were left behind.
They've built communication networks so locals can spread warning of an attack. They've set up radio networks that broadcast information to children who want to escape Kony's army. And they've dropped nearly 500,000 flyers to give abducted children advice about how to safely escape.
If I were asked, I think we have done incredibly well.
But not everyone agrees.
A success? I don't think so.
Like many Ugandans, Rizdel thinks the Kony campaign was misleading. Despite what the film said, Kony had moved away from Uganda years earlier.
So up to now, that's why people are suspicious. They ask, why did Invisible Children do this? They should have explained that this is what was happening 10 years ago, and Kony is no longer here.
For most Ugandans, the war has long been over.
But there is a bigger criticism of this campaign in Uganda.
I mean, Kony 2012, I think, was more beneficial to Invisible Children than people in northern Uganda.
The film helped generate more than $26 million in total. So far, $10.5 million of that hasn't been spent. Rizdel wants to know if the money will go to the kids who the video was inspired by.
They will tell you nothing has changed.
There are also worries about the film's effect on tourism here.
That video definitely would scare away people from coming to Uganda, investors, tourists.
As I found out in my time here, there's far more to Uganda than Joseph Kony.
Fortunately, now that Kony is no longer here, it's a wonderful place to visit, and it is still a poor country, still growing, still requires a lot of development assistance, but it's a beautiful place to visit.
A beautiful place with hopefully a brighter future.